Okay, can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay. So now the coordinates of 3 points A, B, C are given something like that. I plan to like start dynamics today. Anyway, inshallah the next step. But this solving this sort of questions is important. Okay. So the coordinates of 3 points A, B, and C are these respectively. An object moving with uniform velocity took 2 seconds. Again, I would say mark the key points. Okay. Took 2 seconds to move from the point B to point C. Okay. All quantities are given in SI units. All right. So determine the velocity of the object in BC path. That means they are moving from, or sorry, like the object is moving from B to C point. Okay. And it is taking 2 seconds. All right. First of all, from these coordinates, we can get the position of these vectors. All right. Or we can get the position vectors. So what will be the position vector at point B? Let's see how much you remember. The coordinates are given 3 minus 2, 4. What will be the vector which will define the position at point B? Tell me.
Hmm. Uh,
What does this 3 minus 2, 4 represent?
the coordinates of
Yes. What does 3 represent? This
the
3
x coordinates.
x coordinates, right? That means it
Or
will be
the
3I, right?
yeah.
Then
The plus minus 2j plus
plus.
4k.
Okay, okay, all right. So whenever you see coordinates like this, you can transform it to position vectors like this. Okay.
Oh,
All right. So this is our B's position vector. All right. And then for B, you could say for B. And for C, it will be I minus 3j plus 5k. Okay, good. So now, if we try to get the BC vector, what did we do? What we did was, I don't know if you remember this. Okay, let's explain it to a little bit more. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Okay, first of all, take notes of this, then I will zoom out. For B and for C, just take notes of this.
I'm done.
Okay. So now, okay. So say obviously position vectors are gotten from the uh like origins, right? Origins or a specific
Yes.
point, you could say. So this is my origin. There is O point. So from O point, I am taking this B point and I'm also taking this C point. Okay. So from O to B, this is the OB vector. And from O to C, this is the OC vector. And I'm willing to get BC path, not CB path, mind you. BC and CB will be the opposite direction. So which one I'm wanting? I'm wanting BC vector. Okay. So now from the triangular law, what do we get from this triangle? OBC triangle, tell me.
I'm sorry. Oh, distance.
I'm not saying distance, like A vector plus B vector equals to C vector. What do I get from triangular law?
That OB plus
Yeah.
BC equals OC.
Excellent, excellent. OB plus BC equals to OC. Okay. Now we will separate this BC vector. So we will get BC vector equals to OC vector minus OB vector. Now, what is OC vector? OC vector is C's position vector. C is position vector, which was I minus 3j plus 5k. Remember, we already wrote
Yes.
down like for C. Okay. And minus OB vector, which is B's position vector, that will be 3I minus 2j plus 4k. Okay. So now this will equal to I minus 3I will be minus 2I minus 3j plus 2j will be minus j plus 5k minus 4k will be plus k. So this will be our position vector or a vector along BC path, that is. Okay. So we have got the displacement vector for BC, or displacement from B to C can be represented by this vector, which is minus 2I minus j plus k. Did you get up till this point?
Yes.
Is it clear? Okay. So now what will be the magnitude of this um, displacement? So displacement vector, it will be equal to, say, how can we represent it? Okay. So modulus of BC vector equals to square root of 2 squared plus 1 squared plus 1 squared. This equals to square root of 6. Okay. All right.
Mm.
Now we know velocity equals to displacement over time. Displacement over time. So displacement, we have got square root of 6, and they have said that it takes 2 seconds to do this. So square root of 6 upon 2 will be our answer. Square root of 6 upon 2 will be our answer. Okay.
Okay.
So you get this whole maths?
Um, where did you get the two?
Okay, it's given here. An object
Oh,
moving
two.
with uniform velocity took 2 seconds
Okay.
to move from the point B to point C. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So very interesting question, you know. Very interesting questions. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. That is, uh, we have got like books, like even like thicker than the textbooks, only on these problems. Okay, only on these problems. See, these 21 pages, these are only dedicated to like these creative questions. There might be 40 creative questions on this chapter only. Okay, which involves like questions taken from various schools, questions taken from the board exams, questions taken from the teachers. Some teachers work for this like what can I say, publications as well, to produce questions. Okay, so which works as a betterment for us, but in the downside, some students try to memorize all these questions. Okay, so which like nullifies their what can I say, their efforts, or like usefulness of their brain, because their brains are dead. By the time they memorize all this thing, their brains are dead. Okay, so they cannot think anything like in a clearer, with the clearer vision. Okay. Anyway, so are you done?
Um, yes.
Okay. 6 square root of 6 by 2. Okay. So now what is the question? Will the position vectors formed by the points in the stem be in the same plane? Or I think this is a question of mathematics. Okay, so how do you calculate it? You have to see, whenever you get this question, that is, if I zoom in, that is this question. Okay, this one. Okay, I cannot comment. Okay, anyway, so whenever you get this question, that is this one. So there are three position vectors given, and they ask you if they will be in the same plane. They ask you if they will be in the same plane. So what do you have to do? What you have to do is take cross product of two of the vectors, and with that you take the dot product of the other vector. What did I say? You take the cross product of two of the vectors, and with that you will take the dot product of the other. Say you are taking cross product for B and C. Okay, then you will get a value, right? You will get a
Yes.
vector. And with that you have to take a dot product of A. Okay, you have to take a dot product of A. Alright. Then you will get a value, because obviously taking a dot product will make it a scalar quantity. You understand by this time. So then if you get this to be 0, if this value is 0, that means they lie in the same plane. Okay, they lie in the same plane. But if they are not equal to 0, then they don't lie in the same plane. Okay, so you will study this in the mathematics portion, but see, like, they have already given this in the physics portion as well. Okay, anyway, so if you want to like check it, see, this is how they have done it. Okay, so first of all, they have taken A vector cross B vector. Okay, then they have got a vector that is 2i minus 11j minus 7k. Then with this, they have performed a dot product. Okay, then they have got a value to be 0. Okay, so according to the condition, position vectors of A, B, and C will be in the same plane. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. I will give you this PDF to you. This one is easy. You will be able to do this. Okay. So what is the area of the triangle OAB? So you can calculate the area, just like, see, this is a rectangle. So you will calculate the calculate the I mean, with cross product you can calculate the area of the whole parallelogram. Okay, and then divide by 2 to get the triangle. Okay, and why am I getting the area of triangle just by dividing it with 2? Because this is a rectangle, that means it has equally distributed, it has been equally distributed by two triangles. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay, so I think you should be able to do this. You should practice this at home. Now, what is question D? Which one is greater between theta 1 and theta 2? You will obviously be able to get this one as well. Just try this at home. I'm not saying that this is a must, because like there are various students who will be able to do this without performing this maths. Okay, but it gets easier if you practice them. Okay. All right, but not like other students just memorize them. Okay, so I have seen the question, the answer is given, so let me memorize it. Okay, don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, it's like very harmful for your brain. Okay, try first. Try for say 20 minutes, 30 minutes, even maybe 1 hour. So exercise your brain. Then, if you are not getting the answer to that, then seek for help. Maybe from me, maybe from this uh, book. Okay, but don't just like memorize it. Okay. All right. Okay. This question seems interesting. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, this one. So, what is the question? In figure, determine the magnitude of A minus B. Okay. Determine the magnitude of A minus B. Be very careful here. That is, first of all, see, A vector minus B vector. Okay. How can we get it? Okay. So, as you can see, the angle between A vector and B vector is telling what is the angle?
Um, 150 degrees.
150 degrees. What is the angle between A vector and minus B vector?
What
Understand the point?
would that be
A
like
vector,
200? 90.
30 degrees, okay, 30 degrees,
30.
because
Oh,
multiplying it with -1 will take the b vector in this direction, okay. So then
mm,
it
okay.
gets easier. This is the concept you need. Then it gets really easy. Then you will work with, okay, say 5 squared. Okay, it will be 5 squared plus 6 squared plus 2 times 5 times 6 times cosine 30. And then square root it, you'll get the value. Okay. So the value will be, I don't have a calculator. Just let me know what is the value. 10.63, is it? 10.63. It should be 10.63. Got it?
10.6, 10.63, yeah.
7.63.
10.63, yeah.
10.60. Okay. So our work is correct. See, these little details, all of the things. Okay. Like how to calculate the magnitude when you are given like the values of two or more vectors. Okay. But just the thing, if you would have worked with 150-degree angle, you have gotten a zero. Okay. But if you understand that, okay, I have to uh, take directly opposite direction of the B vector and take 30 degrees, things become a lot easier. Okay. And you will get the perfect answer. Okay. According to the stem, A vector cross B vector is normal to A vector plus B vector. Um, Verify it's okay, okay, all right. So we have to see if A vector cross B vector dot A vector plus B vector is zero or not. That is the thing. Okay. So um, mathematical discussion. Mathematical discussion. I don't have any triangular coordinate, three-dimensional coordinate. Okay. Okay, what have they done? The component of, okay, the component of a vector along with x-axis, component of y-axis. Okay, I will check this thing. Okay, check this theory the next day and I'll let you know. I don't seem to understand what they've done now. But I mean, I understand, but to explain it, I have to do a little research. Okay. So question 4D, let me like, okay, again, I think I have to tap on something. Okay, all right, it's good. They have put in watermarks here and there, right? Just for the, just so that I go to that website maybe. Okay. Question 5 is really easy, like the umbrella math. Very easy. I'm not getting into this. I will spend it a lot, a lot. Question 6. Okay, skip this one. Question 6. You don't need it. I will explain it to you. Question 6. Or I think we will complete dynamics and all, then Newton mechanics, then we can start that. All right, so I will give you this PDF. I will give you this PDF, and
Yes, please.
you can just look through this maths. Okay, look through this maths, because as I don't have your book by now, you can check the maths in your book as well. I hope you will be able to do them, and if you don't, if you're not able to do that, then let me know as well. Okay. See all these
Okay.
maths. Okay, try these maths and try to exercise your brain. Okay, because as I'm saying that question standards won't be like school level. Okay, all right, because previously you might have gone through with 2 or 3 hours of daily study. Because back then, whatever was in your book, you would have gotten questions from there. Okay, but as you are getting a little advanced, step by step, the questions will get harder as well. Okay, so
Okay.
you have to get used to like thinking in a new way, in a new dimension. Okay. Because I have also heard that, say, in our country, what happens is they make us familiar to like advanced level questions that could come in the examination from say ninth or 10th standard, and it gets very advanced at 11th, 12th standard. But the thing for you is like in 9th or 10th standard is very easy, then suddenly it has become very difficult. As you might have understood by like reading all the things up until this point. Okay. So practice them at home. Okay. And the more you practice, it will save more the time at our class. See, all of the maths here, you will see it will cover most of the things. Okay. But whichever thing you feel like, okay, it's not part of my syllabus, just skip it. Just skip it. Okay. All right. So yes, so this is a very good thing. I was looking for something things like that in English version. I did not know that I will get it in free. So that's really good. All right. Now for tomorrow, are you free tomorrow?
Um, I'm not free tomorrow, but I
The
am
day
free
after
the day
tomorrow.
after.
Yes, so that is 29.
Yes.
29 at what time?
Um, can I say same as today?
Same as today. Okay. 29 is Thursday. Oh yeah, we have can do this. Can we do 12? Maybe.
And
Okay, 11:30 is good, I guess. 11:30 is good.
yeah, we can
11:30.
we can do 4 p.m.
Okay, let's just like
We can
keep it
do at
in
4.
our hand. Let us
Okay.
just think that 11:30. So if I
Okay.
see 3:30 a.m. Sorry, a.m. / p.m. Okay, that is 29th. Okay, all right. I'm writing it down in the WhatsApp as well. Okay, Allah
Okay.
Hafiz for today. Okay.
Allah Hafiz for today.